Well, I was setting up my demon and kind of was nervous about nothing. It's pretty much just as easy as the 7200. Um, I had a I had a little problem where I reversed my servo wires, but um, once I got that figured out, going through it, I mean, it was quick. I mean, here, I got her all set up and everything, and my gain and everything. Um, yeah, she's really easy to do. I did go through and I had my helicopter fully level, um, but yeah, it is actually pretty easy. The hardest thing is, well, for me, because of my memory, the hardest thing was remembering the number servos and name as far as for which one I'm taking up and down and stuff. But I kind of cheated a little bit because I wanted all my links to stay the same if I have to replace them. They're all book length. So what I did is this one right here is the hardest one to get at. So what I did is when I went, I had that servo at 90 degrees. That was my closest one. So what I did is I put my my pitch gauge on, and I mounted it right above the hole for the blade. And what I did is then I ran this ball link to the arm right above this servo. I centered it, I zeroed it out. Then I went to my next servo and put that same ball link directly above that servo, and I raised it in the program. I tweaked it until I was at 0, and I went ahead and I did the next one that way. Instead of using a pitch gauge and taking the whole head off and everything, because on the 550, the washout arms actually help clamp it onto the main shaft too. So I went ahead and did it that way instead of using a leveling tool. And I have maybe 0.1 or 2 deflection all the way around. So that went real good. So now if I have to replace a ball link, even if it's at the field and that's all I have to replace, I can have ball links at the measurement according to the book, and I can just pop them on. I don't have to worry about going all through the demon setup again. Now I just gotta kind of go through and figure out my gains and stuff, because I want to run my tail gain in the transmitter, not the program. So I gotta kind of work with that. Unfortunately, it's winter here, so I won't be able to actually test fly it until it gets nicer out. Like fields and stuff aren't really catered to people in a wheelchair. So, but yeah, I have my setup is the AR 8000. Then I have the Spectrum DSMX. Do I have it right? DSMX satellite. And then I have the Demon. I went that route because that way I can run the stock BEC and still not have a problem. I did run a servo extension wire. That wasn't because I couldn't get at the plugs. It was because that way I can just real quick and easy plug in and out of here for programming. Because these plugs go into the Demon hard. Everybody hot glues them once they're in. I'll probably do the same thing, but I don't know why you'd have to, because they are a bear to get in and out. I have the AR 8000. I got that kind of running up against the frame here, and the lip kind of catches the plugs. I have to actually kind of lift up on the receiver in order to get the plugs out, but I'll still probably run a little piece of double-sided tape on there. That way they don't come out. But as far as for setup and everything, I have to say I really like the Demon for the setup. It's not as hard as people think it is. It sounds a lot harder than what it is, because you do have a little more tweaking to do. But when you're talking a $500 receiver here, you're not going to be able to just plug and play. You know, I mean, and when you're getting this far into helicopters, you know what you're doing anyways. At least you should be. So it isn't that hard. Yeah, my wires, I'll have to see if I have any vibration issues. I know they're kind of not exactly the greatest setup. Right now, I'm kind of working with a numb. My thumb is totally numb. I can't feel any of the lower side of my thumb. So it's kind of a bear to work right now. But otherwise, yeah, that's and my review on the Demon at this point, I have to say, yeah, it's worth the money. Just because of keeping in mind of what I'm supposed to get out of it versus how much it cost. Because the setup and everything, it isn't as hard as everybody says it is. So, I mean, you download the program, you know, you plug her in. I love the length of the cord. I can just put my laptop right over here. The program is real easy. You know, if you scroll over something, it tells you what it's about. It's not going to show me now because I'm all unplugged. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. So that's my thought. That's my thoughts on it right now. I'll let you know more once I get her up in the air and get flying and stuff. I'm really looking forward to flying with this. It's pretty much because of my MS, you know, in case somebody else has to land it. But I think it's really going to be, I think it's going to be the cat's meow for my situation. Otherwise, you know, the 7200 is just fine. But I think for my situation, it's going to be the cat's meow.